Today, Precarious plays
Pokémon Colosseum.
My.
Oh, I see.
Somebody really wanted to put in some glass tunnels.
Yeah, I've got a weirdly pertinent anecdote.
Yeah?
So you know how Subnautica 1.0 came out, like in January, and I've slowly been chipping away at it since then? It's been a while since I've talked about Subnautica, so let me explain a few things. I can't remember the phobia that that comes up whenever I Google the situation.
Mm-hmm.
I am put in a position of deep mortal fear whenever I see, like, man-made debris under the water, right?
Yeah, so you're afraid of shipwrecks.
If they're underwater, yes. Like footage of the Titanic,
Terrifying.
shivers down the spine.
Oh, I used to love watching those specials where they would take the little submersible
Well,
and drive it around.
It's because of a traumatic childhood experience with GEC 64. GEC 64 had a Titanic level, and it was a nightmare, and it scared me so badly that we returned that game early.
That doesn't... Okay.
GEC 64 is a fun cartoon game. It's a fun game where you play as a cartoon gecko who likes movies, and you go into different movies, like Mario 64 style, and you, like, adopt elements of that film.
What the hell is lightning rod?
Electric moves veer to that target and are dispelled if their typing calls for that.
Ugh. Somebody here has lightning rod.
It's probably Rhyhorn.
Whoa.
It's a good plan. It's a good strategy.
I have the strategies. They have the opponents.
Wow, you really fucked you up.
Yes, he did.
I was going to say rocked you, but then I realized it was sort of a pun, so I went with something much more vulgar instead. Have Hitmontop come out swinging with triple kick on Rhyhorn. Actually, what am I saying? Rhyhorn is such a threat after that. Have Brioche use Surf. It will deal 4 times damage to Rhyhorn. Pelipper will ignore it. Oh my god, what if Pelipper has...
I already used Surf once.
What happened?
What you see here.
How did Rhydon avoid it? Had it already used Dig?
I don't know.
Rhydon cannot be that fast. Are you sure that it didn't give you a message that was similar, that was like Pelipper used Storm Drain or something?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Because there are other moves, there are like Flash Fire. I don't think it draws in fire moves, but it like absorbs them.
Well, Surf and Triple Kick.
Surf and Triple Kick. Let's try that. I'm trying to tell a fun story about childhood trauma. Protect. Damn it. And then it's gonna use Dig next turn. What a dick. That's its deal. It's just trying to distract you from Pelipper, who does all of the real heavy lifting.
Not very effective against him.
And it's going to protect itself.
Toxic.
That's fine. It amps up slowly, and you can just use a
It's nice that you say that when it's coming at me, and
That's
then when
because-
I send it to people,
It's
you're like, they're
because-
gonna be dead in 5 seconds.
It's because we have full heals and antidotes, and the AI doesn't.
True.
It is devastating against the AI, but in single player, it's a trivial thing to overcome as a person.
Ice is good against rock, right?
But rain is water will be better because both of its types are weak against water.
But it used the thing last time, so it won't be able to use it
Yeah,
again.
it's probably gonna try to
Surf.
dig to give itself like another like little bit of avoidance. Like it's gonna try to mitigate damage with dig, but
Okay, well I'm gonna try to...
use antidote. Use the antidote early on Hitmontop.
Oh, okay.
Because either Rhyhorn is... Maybe it has like a... Quick Claw? Is that the one? Whatever lets it occasionally jump ahead in the turn order. Like, I think that's the only thing that could have kept it alive.
All right, let's see what is going on here.
Oh, it crit. That's funny.
Oh, he's okay.
Sucks to be you. So, childhood trauma, yeah.
Yeah. Afraid of shipwrecks.
Now, I will say that it is one of the things that I am most afraid of, but I am still not actually that afraid of it.
Mm-hmm.
The fear value is still relatively low. But it's something that I don't like about me, you know? I don't like getting that gut-churning feeling whenever I see, like, the ship that sunk at the beginning of The Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Or whenever, like, Flounder and Ariel go and explore that ship and they get attacked by the shark.
Yeah, Fortress resists electric? Or
No.
Stantler?
No.
Nobody. Oh.
Except
who's
caffeine.
safest?
Caffeine would be.
Caffeine is dead.
So who's safest?
Who's safest? Because they just put out a
Probably.
Manectric. Which...
Probably Stantler or Altaria, just because... Oh no, use Altaria and have Altaria use Earthquake.
Against Manectric?
Yeah.
Okay. Even though it's a flying type?
It's a dragon flying.
Okay.
So it will resist.
Okay, so it makes it normal.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
This all makes sense now. Thank you. Triple kick the Pelipper.
Yeah, and
Right.
just hope
Right
that
in
it...
the...
Hope that it... Like, you get all 3 hits in, or one of them is a crit.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's going to resist it, but it doesn't have that much jelly left in its jam. What am I saying?
You're trying to fit in a story about Subnautica, and this fight is a little too interesting right now.
Subnautica. I'm playing through Subnautica because I'm trying to overcome that fear that I have. And you have to explore, like, wrecked crafts. Like, the most prominent image, I would say, for many people of the game is the Aurora. The hull of the Aurora, like, sticking out of the water, you know?
Yeah.
Subnautica has never made me vomit, but I've come close.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No, there was a moment where it was really late, and let me explain. The Aurora, it's this massive starship that crashes into a planet that is predominantly water. It is overwhelmingly oceanic.
Oh no, I almost made a mistake.
It crashes into like a ridge line, and the front of the ship is hanging over a precipice.
If I use Earthquake, is Hitmontop gonna die?
Not if
He
Hitmontop
already
uses...
used Protect last turn. Or Detect last turn.
Have it try it again anyway.
Okay.
Or you can just have it triple kick Pelipper. Because
Yeah.
Pelipper's going to... Oh no, have you used Rapid Spin. Because now Pelipper is weak enough. Unless that guy uses a Hyper Potion on Pelipper.
Okay.
Pelipper. Blah, blah, blah. You should be fine.
Uh,
So, the Aurora, the front of the ship, before a catastrophic explosion, like, blows it off, it is just jutting out over a void, right?
right.
Just like a precipitous drop. And I was playing it, and yes, damn, I'm never going to get through this story. Is Mist, I think Mist
Pick
is...
a more dull fight.
It stops reduction of abilities. No, Haze is the one that I like. I don't
Okay,
much care
so-
for Mist.
We're not going to.
Yeah, you probably don't need Mist. And I can't. This game is all about fighting, and it's... Yes, you should stop learning Mist.
Okay, thanks.
There aren't that many battles left, and they're all sort of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe there are a few battles against grunts where they only have, like, 2 level 40s, but...
Yeah.
It was late at night when I was playing, and I just finished exploring the Aurora, and I was a little on edge, and I was leaving, and the way you get onto and off of the Aurora is you have to go around to the bow of the ship,
Mm-hmm.
the front. No, it's the dorsal, ventral, port, starboard. Is it bow and aft?
Fore and aft?
Fore. Thank you. I think that's what I normally... There are a lot of words that are roughly synonymous unless you're, like, crafting a ship and you need to, like, really get the jargon right.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, you have to go to the fore of the ship, and that whole front face, all of the paneling is exploded off, so it's just exposed girders and fiery wreckage, right? And it's huge. It's like a side scraper that's fallen on its side, you know? And something happened, and in my mind, for several terrifying seconds, I was convinced that the boat was slipping off that shelf. And I thought like my character is going to get trapped under what is effectively a side scraper sliding off a hillside into darkness. My character is going to die, and I'm going to die. It's going to scare me so badly that my heart is going to stop and I'm going to die. Subnautica is going to do it. It's going to be the game that finally kills me.
What is a Crobat?
A poison flying type. It is the evolution of Golbat.
So Brioche would be safe because poison is bad against water, or is it the opposite?
They don't have any special interactions. Fortress would be fine.
Okay.
It would be resistant to... it would be immune to its poison attacks and resistant to its flying attacks.
And...
And now watch it use flamethrower.
Don't fucking do it.